Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, guys, it's raining, it's pouring, but the old man ain't snoring, not anymore.
No, not no more. I did sleep in a little bit today.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was up a little bit later than I wanted to last night. Couldn't really sleep.
That's okay.
When I did pass out, I was like, I'm asleep.
Yeah. I got up and I got the kids ready and got them off to the bus stop. We didn't walk today because when I tell you it's raining, it's pouring, it's raining and pouring.
Man.
I drove them down. I took Tiny down to the bus stop and had them get out the car right there. Just waited for him in the car. And yeah, you're gonna have to go check out the covert today. I mean, when it lets up a little bit, obviously.
No, I have a feeling that means that it's about to overflow or overflowing.
Well, I'll just say this. So, you know how the water, you got our road right here, and the water that's going into the pipe?
Yeah.
You can't see the pipe anymore. And the water that's going out of the pipe is like Niagara Falls. Whoosh. So, but I will say this, all the dirt work that you did in Uber, on the side where the water comes out of, it, like that shelf that you had to build or whatever, it's still there. It didn't like wash away, and there's no water on top of the road that I can see yet. But I mean, look at it outside, and we're supposed to get another 2 inches or so until like noon, from like now until noon. So
yeah. It's calling for like almost 3 inches, if not like 4 inches in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's pouring outside, guys.
This is a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Like I know that we've been out here now for almost 2 years, but this is a little like what?
This is a lot of rain.
Like that's more rain than I don't think we've ever seen. I mean, I might have seen it in Idaho when I was a kid, but I don't know how many inches it was. You know.
The only time that I remember it raining a whole heck of a lot was when I was in California and I was really young, and it was in the 90s. There was this big storm they were calling El Nino, and El Nino came by. I was probably, it must have been like, I want to say maybe 96 or 95 or something. It had to be around that area because I wasn't quite 10 yet. But anyway, I remember that storm. It rained for weeks. Literally like a week or two. And I remember I had a furry jacket and it was cold when it was like this time of year or something. And the inside was lined like this so that way I wouldn't get wet, but the outside was like a furry.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just heavy and cold and just it was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible because I had to walk to the wait for the bus and stuff, and it wasn't equipped. Like we weren't equipped to deal with that much water, and there was flooding everywhere. And
that might be the same storm that I'm thinking about in Idaho.
Maybe.
I mean,
it was like
on that side, you know.
Yeah, maybe it went up that way. I'd be interested actually to look at weather patterns from 30 years ago, just because I'm a nerd like that. And I
do remember one storm. It was like that. Or it was like raining for 2 weeks.
It was, like weeks, dude. Just
2 weeks straight of buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets. It was like, what in the world?
What is going on?
It was right about that.
Yeah.
I was like 7.
Yeah.
Right about that time.
Yeah, it was like, I want to say it was 96 or so.
Like, I could have been 6. I don't know. I know I was young like that age.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I don't know. It could have been a little bit earlier 90s too. I think I was in like 2nd grade. I might have been in 3rd. Heck, who knows? When you're trying to remember stuff that far back, sometimes, the timeline gets a little bit messed up. At least for me, speaking for myself here.
No,
my memory, that's why we joke around all the time and we go, squirrel! Because I got like a memory of a goldfish sometimes.
We try to stay on track.
Yeah.
It's not that. We just try to stay on track. Sometimes we burn off that track and start going down a different rabbit hole.
Yeah. Well, it's raining a lot. There's a lot of mud and stuff going on everywhere. There ain't going to be no building up top for a little bit. No tightening or straightening or anything. We did have a really good day yesterday, though. Again, sorry for leaving y'all hanging. Sometimes, we're just not... Sometimes we're too busy doing other things, and it kind of slips our mind. We try to stay and do these 5 days a week, but...
there's other days where it's like, we haven't done one yet. We're not doing one.
Like, if it got too late in the afternoon or something.
I don't want to waste the day by having to do this video or this real talk and then go back to work.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, we need to work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If we don't get it first thing in the morning, like how we are right now, then then usually it's just not going to happen. And yesterday was just one of those days. It was a good day though.
Yeah.
Got a lot done. We did do some recording and stuff. I can't say when I'm going to have it out. I'm going to try to put it out for you guys tomorrow, because even though it's raining buckets and buckets, I got to go to town today. I got an appointment, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. But yesterday, Gary went and double checked and did all the crossing of the T's and dotting of the I's and stuff for that transfer switch that we put in. So made sure everything is good, because we got this storm that we're going through now, which, if the ice storm didn't make us lose power, I'm kind of like, eh. But, these storms too, like in different parts of the state, they got the naders they got to watch out for, and then that could make us lose power too,
I'm not, I'm not really concerned in that aspect per se, mainly because every time that it's one of those big things, I mean, it's always a concern. It's in the back of our mind, but that's,
what do you mean? Not a
tornado.
Oh no, I'm not worried about a nader here. I'm worried about losing the power because of nader somewhere else.
Well, I'm not even worried too much about losing power because of tornado. I don't really think, like, from what I'm looking at the storm, I mean, it could happen. You never know. You always want to stay on your toes, but what I'm saying is the water moisture and the ground saturation.
Mm-hmm.
We've already had so many trees fall over due to the snow melt, the snow and the ice, just like all that heaviness and all the melt that's happened on the ground and everything that soaked in, and then trees start going down.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got all this standing water that is not able to soak into the ground because the ground's already soaked up all that it can.
Yeah, the sponge is full.
Yeah,
The
so
sponge needs a squeezing.
that's where I'm more worried about a tree getting toppled over because the ground's gotten so saturated and hitting the line, and then all of a sudden now we're out of power.
I guess what I was more leaning towards is, like, if there was a nader, there would be like really high winds, and then that could knock over the trees and stuff. That's essentially along the same lines.
Along the same line.
My brain was going.
No.
But after these few years, or this year and a half, 2 years, close to whatever, if I've learned anything from our time here in Arkansas, it is this. Arkansas don't play when it comes to the weather. Arkansas is 100% unpredictable, to expect the unexpected, and I love every second of it. Like, yes. I really, truly, it's exciting. It's, you live in the desert for the majority of your life, and it's boring. I mean, I guess it's stable and predictable, and you know what you're going to get, right? And so you could plan things, I guess, a little bit easier than here in Arkansas.
I don't like that wind though out there.
But I really am enjoying this. Even all these storms that we're having, I think it's cool. All of the sunshine and the heat and stuff that we get, that's awesome too. Like, I love being here where things are changing.
Yes, the seasons are actually seasons.
Yeah.
That's the thing that throws me off.
Yeah, I've never had that before, so it's new, and I like it.
It's a good pace, and it's a good thing mentally for everybody. I mean, it's like in the desert, it was springtime came around where it's like it's not really. I mean, it's spring. Yes. But it's more closer to summer. Yeah. And you only get it for like 1 week, and then it's like, oh, we're in summer now.
Yeah, you get the cactus blooms for maybe 2 weeks, because
it does take a little longer, but it's roughly about a week.
Yeah, and if you miss that, like, I used to do photography and stuff over there. If you did not get it, like, as soon as you start seeing the flowers bloom, you better be like within the next couple of days. You stop what you're doing, you stop everything you're doing, and you get your family out there for that family flower session. Otherwise, you're gonna miss it because you got one chance.
Yep.
It happens once a year, and the window is very, very, very small.
Very small.
So, like, Gary would be coming home from work sometimes, and I'd be like, "Babe, I saw the flowers today. You know what that means?" He's like, "I'll stop at the store and get a shirt on my way home from work. What color are we going for?" Because it was like that, we had a very small window of opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
And out here, it's just, I don't know, we have windows of opportunity to get work done and stuff out here too. Like right now, we don't have a window of opportunity. Right now, our opportunity is not to be outside slamming nails and messing around with power tools and stuff. But we got other stuff done. We squirreled off topic. I was starting to talk about what we did yesterday. We squirreled off topic. So Yesterday, we went and we double checked that transfer switch that we had put in, so that way if the storm comes and like turns off all the power, we checked it. We made sure and everything is all good to go with the generator.
Yep.
So that's good. And then I'll just let you guys know, I'm super excited. We got a sponsorship by a company called Simpure, who makes water filters and stuff.
Yes.
And we've actually had one of their products here for a while. You guys have seen it. It's the tabletop water filter thing that we use to drink for drinking water. Anyway, long story short, they sent us some whole house filters for the house, so we shouldn't have to be dealing with such orange and nasty yellow water and yuckiness and everything. And Gary got all that set up for us yesterday too.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
And it was in the rain, but it wasn't in the pouring rain. It was like sprinkling rain, and then like towards the end of it, it started getting heavier and heavier. And it was good though, because we were about done.
I started out in a hoodie.
Yeah.
And then I threw that into the dryer and grabbed my other jacket. And by the time that I was done, I took off my jacket and threw that one into the dryer. And yeah, my long sleeve that I had underneath that jacket was soaked. And
my jacket was just soaked. I was just like a wet rat, just
going
along. it was yeah, but it got done. It got done, and so we have other things kind of like that, little, just littler things that we have to do here for the basement. Not much.
Nope.
We got to do some caulking. I just gotta wait for it to dry out though. But we got to do some caulking or something around the front door or the back door or whatever.
Man,
water does seep in there. We got some towels on the floor right there by the door, but when it gets really, really wet, like how it is right now, water will start to seep in underneath that the door sill.
Every time I turn around, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get that done.
I know, and then
then it's like, all right, I gotta I pull everything away from it. I'm like, I gotta let it dry out before I start slapping everything in there, and I've got to clean everything up, and
then it rains.
And then it rains, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I can't win.
I started noticing that right when we got the first big snowstorm and stuff, and when things started melting, I was like, why is there so much water in here? The kids haven't been in, and I thought it was because the kids were in and out, playing in the snow, and the snow was melting. And it's not from that. It's from water creeping underneath there.
I cocked the living heck out of the bottom plate, and it's still leaking.
Hey, now, I saw you, and I helped do some of the caulking on the bottom of that too when we installed that door. So it's been done before. It just needs it again.
But it's not the zip flashing or the Lexel.
Yeah, we're gonna try some Lexel on that sucker.
So I want to try the Lexel because that zip liquid flash, man. Whoo, they're proud of that.
Oh yeah.
Great product. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I've used it, I'm like, man, that's like, whoo.
But they're proud of it. They're proud
of it, which I understand. So I'm gonna definitely try. Well, actually, no. I also have another thing. I've got liquid flash. I've got Lexel, and I've got Big Stretch. I'm gonna try Big Stretch on that.
Oh, why don't you just like triple it up? Just.
How'd that go? That's right. I bought some Big Stretch for that. See, I've been thinking about it, and I've been needing to get it done. Every time I turn around to go do it, it starts to rain. I was like,
well, we're pulled in a bunch of different directions, and we have, squirrel brains. We can only do what we can do.
Nope.
And we're doing the best we can, and if I'm happy with it, and you're happy with it, well then, that's good.
That's the only spot, though.
Yeah,
that makes me happy.
That is the only spot. I don't see any other leaking or anything. There's nothing coming from the windows. There's nothing coming from up and around or anything. It's literally just underneath the door, not the top, not the side, underneath.
Yeah. So, yeah. The seal of the seal plate of the door.
We'll get it done. It's not, that's not a big deal. And luckily, we got concrete floors.
Yes.
We haven't done anything really with the floors yet.
That is a benefit. Yes.
So it's a plus. Always a bright side.
Yes, that is a bright side to it. I'm gonna end up caulking that guy and getting it fixed or whatever.
Yeah.
And once I know that it's not, leaking and coming back this way, I might end up pouring a little bit of thin set right there. Because there is.
Can I ask you a favor if you do that? Can you get the Thompsons out and make sure to seal it as well? Because there's that spot inside the bathroom where you did the thin set, but you didn't put the Thompsons over it, and when I go to mop,
I did.
You did?
I did.
You did? We'll put more on it.
Oh, that thing's not. Is it not sealing the way that it want or that I want it to?
Nope, it's not sealing the right way. So in the bathroom right there by the toilet where you put the thin set, if you did the Thompsons on there already, I'll just say it's not sealing the same way that this concrete did. Because when I mop in there, like the mop, it looks like clay. Like it looks like clay.
I was worried.
So don't do thin set there unless you have to. I would prefer
No, not on the inside. I'm talking about on the outside. The water's not coming from the inside to inside, you know. It's outside to inside.
Oh, well, I know that, but I just thought you were talking about doing thin set on the inside.
No, I'm talking about on the outside.
Well, don't listen to me then. Shoot.
But no,
But just so you know, I noticed that.
I'm glad that you said that, because that is something that they say on thin set that it's hard to seal it.
Well, it's hard to seal it, because in the bathroom in that one spot, it's just like when I go in there and I mop, it's rougher on the mop. It doesn't glide.
It doesn't glide.
And then 2, like when I mop right there, the mop looks like clay. I don't know how else to describe it. Like clay.
It's not sealed.
No.
That's why.
Yeah. So I still mop it there. I still do my thing, but like, it's not as good as when I mop the rest of the house and I'm just like skeet, you know.
Well, thank you for telling me. I'll end up sealing that area.
Yeah. We'll just add it to your honey-do list, baby. And I'll be your sidekick, and we'll get her done together.
The problem is, it's in the bathroom and it's around the toilet, so it's like.
I know. We're gonna have to put up a bunch of that, like painter's tape, or put up plastic or something, covering up the toilet, cover up the cabinet. I don't know. Figure it out.
It takes about 48 hours for that stuff to dry, so
yeah.
No bathroom.
Yeah. Back to the old bucket.
Son of a gun.
Well, anyway, guys, I've thoroughly enjoyed this chat, but I have to get going. I gotta go to town.
Yes.
That whole conversation we had the other day about splitting hairs and all that stuff really motivated me to just go ahead and book that appointment to get my due taken care of.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be going to town today, and I will be getting some me time in this rain. Gonna take care of this situation. I'm hoping she can treat me right, get me looking good again. But I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go do some shopping. Well, I appreciate that, honey. But I'm gonna go do the shopping. Go do the Walmart trip for you, so that way, you know, you don't gotta be bothered with it. And I'll be home.
Okay. I'll try to get whatever I can get done.
And if not, then relax and enjoy your time.
I'll probably go stir crazy and do something.
Knowing you, that is correct.
Yeah.
So, well, I want to say thank you guys so much for hanging with us for this morning's babbling and hanging out and whatnot. I do have footage from some of the stuff that we were doing earlier this week. I shall do my best to edit it out, maybe this afternoon since it is a rainy day, and I'll probably get it out for you guys tomorrow, just knowing like my time, how much time I have and stuff. So I'll do my best to get something out for you guys tomorrow, and hopefully this weather will let up and we can get back to the cabin and get back to building on that and kind of keep going forward with that. But you know, if not, we'll keep bringing you guys along for some other things. But I want to thank you so much for being here today on Real Talk, staying with us on Simple Life Reclaimed, and wish you guys a very happy and wonderful day today. So until the next video, guys, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.
Mwah. And then I gotta get up, and I gotta push the button. Ugh.